Hi everyone. Today you can see I've got most of my makeup on. I've got a MAC lipstick, Ruby Woo. I've got a Revlon lip pencil, the red one, like the auto liner one. I've got my foundation today is a combination of Too Faced Multi-Sculpt Concealer in Sand and It Cosmetics CC Cream in medium. My contour is Huda Beauty Tan and Tone in Fair Light. My blush is the Natasha Denona, I put it away, Natasha Denona blush and highlighter combo. Brows, I've just groomed them and filled them in with my Nadio pencil in medium brown. And I have put a little bit of wing on here and some mascara on the top lash just to give myself a bit of a line as to where the eyeshadow should go. So the highlighter I've put here, here, and up here, and some of it down here as well. Did I use a powder bronzer? No, I didn't. The pressed powder that I used is that LYS translucent super fix that I really like, and I've used that to prep my eyelids, but you can still see there's a bit of settling and creasing. So all we need to do then is just tap, because that will happen after a little while. So with the contouring, I put some here and I put it there and I put it here, and I've taken everything down the neck today right onto the chest so everything is uniform. And in between steps I've sprayed with MAC Fix Plus, which is amazing. Brings the it's got glycerin in it, brings moisture back into the skin. Because I have the world's highest forehead, I have to, well, I think I do feel I need to contour here. So I used the Huda Beauty just with a brush. You can see that one's got everything on it. And yeah, and on top of the lips, just from my lipstick palette, which is from Crown Australia, I've just put a bit of gloss just to moisten the lips and also to soften the edges, because you know I've got vertical lines, as many of us do, and I've overlined as well to try and disguise those. Pink and red, yes, I am wearing pink and red because I am doing a Valentine's look. So today I'm going to feature the Natasha Denona Love Palette, which is a Shop My Stash item. I've had this for a while. I think this was released last Valentine's Day, and you can see she's pretty. Okay, so I'm going to feature this in the eyeshadow tutorial today. Okay, let's get started. Now I'm going to start with a deep shade in the outer corner. So it's going to be a combination of Commitment, which is a black, and Heartbeat, which is that shade up there. And I'm really pressing that on. I've got a flat brush and I'm taking that up into the crease a little bit. I'm bringing that down on an angle to the lash line. Hopefully we're not getting any fallout. So the pressing action helps to prevent that. So darker shades go on the outside to provide some depth and dimension to the eyelid, and lift as well. You can see that that's had an instantaneous effect. Now I'm going to take it up a little bit higher to cover that skin fold there a little bit. and the asymmetry that my eyes now have. This side of my face is most definitely lower than this side. So we need to balance that as best we can. But it ain't the end of the world. Okay, so I'm taking a bit more on the edge of the brush and I'm going to tap it here on the lower lash line to meet up with the outer corner. Okay, just like so. So I'm still using that heartbeat colour. I'm going to get a little bit more black on the brush now. Black is trickier, for sure. You just need to go slowly. And don't use a huge brush, would be my other advice, because then you're just going to end up with like panda. Unless that's what you want, go for it. So I'm really trying to merge those corners now. And you can see I've covered up that little wing already, which is fine because that was my template, my outer line that I wanted to try and stick to. I'll just deepen it up just a wee bit more there. And up here, just bring it across a little bit, like so. Now I could just use a translucent powder, blend that out, and that would be enough. You know, that could be enough. So that's something to consider as well. You don't have to do the whole eyelid. But I'm gone all out with the lipstick and everything else today, full coverage, everything today. Oh yes, the concealer, Too Faced Snow, I think I used. There in the smile lines. Red lipstick makes your teeth look really white. Hope I haven't got any on them. No, that's good. All right, so with the same brush, I'm going to go in just with Heartbeat now and bring it across a little bit. Can you see how I'm sort of creating a vertical line here? Like you could even go like that. Now my eyelids don't like that too much. So dark to light. Okay, these are deep colours. These are intense pigments. No question about it. And, you know, they may be too deep for you. But I tell you what, plum shades like that, universally flattering. Every skin tone, every eye colour can wear plum. So the plummy shades like that. Now, what am I going to use next? I'm going to go in with Soul, which is a cooler tone pink here. Same brush, no need to change the brush. And bring that onto the center of the lid and move it up to that line. It's a really lovely sort of mauve undertone there. Still a purple undertone, of course. Right, so now I want to go quite light. I am going to change brushes, but I'm still going to use a flat brush, so I grab another one. Here we go, here's one. It's a slightly smaller flat brush. These are crown brushes, by the way. And I'm going to go in with Valentine, which is going to tone in with my blush. and lay that. So far, all mattes. So I'm taking it up from the inner corner, okay, to meet with that other colour, Soul. So this one's called Valentine. Very appropriate. And it's a lovely pink. You could skip the pink altogether if you don't like pink and use a beige, or you could do a halo eye and bring that dark colour right in and use the light colour in the centre. It's all for the fun of it. So I'm going to take that pink right around the top of all those darker shades now. Okay. With the flat brush, with a very light stroke. Tapping off. I'm going to take it out here too, because it's going to be the colour with which I diffuse and soften everything. Now obviously I haven't blended at all, have I? Nope, she hasn't blended anything. That's okay, I'm going to get to that in a second. So coming back in with that brush from before, I'm going to put some Soul here to line it up with where it is on the upper lid. Am I falling out? Not yet. And then I'm going to take my other cleaner brush with the light pink and bring that in here, like so. And I'm going to close my eye for a moment just to do that. So still no shimmers. Now I have heaps of texture. I'm in my 50th trip around the sun. All part of life. But there's no reason why we can't have fun still with our makeup, okay? That's what I believe. That's what I really encourage you to try. And you don't have to spend a lot of money on a palette like I did. You know, this is my job, so of course I want to use top quality products and try them out too, so people know if they're worth it or not. So I have my really fluffy, full fluffy crease from BH Cosmetics. I love these brushes. And I am sweeping ever so lightly to diffuse that soft pink and all of the edges of the dark colours now. No need to rush this. Because if you're going to go to the trouble of doing this sort of makeup, make sure you give yourself time to do it. Now, the outer corner, keep looking ahead as you do this, and small circular motions. You may find you need to apply a bit more product, which is perfectly normal as you buff and blend. This is the process that we call buffing and blending, especially in that crease there where we actually want some definition and darkness. Okay. The old windscreen wiper, and then the circular motion. All right, tap off that brush. Went pretty thick with my eyebrows today. Don't normally go that thick. Hope they look okay. I kind of like them, which is what really matters, I guess. So I'm turning my head to the side and you can see how you can see there's that patchiness there. So So I get that brush again, and I'm not putting any more product on it. I'm just using what's on there to fill in that gap. This is why you never finish your eyeshadow palettes, because you use so little product. And I know we all keep them way too long. For myself, my own palettes, yes. But obviously I don't do that with palettes that I use on clients. I would not risk my business by doing that. That would be very stupid of me. I want some more darkness under the eye there. I'm going to go back into Heartbeat and put a bit more there. I do like good 90s girl. I do like my smoky eye. Then we just buff and blend a little bit. Right, will I use a shimmer? There's so many beautiful ones in here. Pure Love. Okay, so I'm going to use transparent on the inner corner, and I'm just going to use my finger to tap that on. Oh, I've got a bit of my brow. Oh, that's just my hair escaping. I thought it was a brush. Hair. You don't see so much of the underbrow highlight these days. But what the hey? Let's do it. Very subtle there, very subtle. Just a swipe of the finger and merging with the brush, the inner corner. It's the same colour I'm using. So there's just a little bit of extra brightness there. Then it catches the light. See that? Just like the highlighter on the cheek. You can put on heaps more if you want to, but I don't really want to emphasize the texture too much more than I already have. But on the center lid, I'm going to use the duochrome, multi-chrome, Pure Love. Oh, look at that, that's just superb. So you can, to get the maximum opacity out of it, I would suggest getting it on the brush, which I'm using that same brush that I put all the deep colours on with. All right, and I'm going to spray it with the MAC spray. I'm going to open it first. Right, get ready folks. Now you can put this all over the lid, but I just want to pop it where the light's going to catch it. See that? Now my brush is wet. I am just sort of taking it down into the inner corner just a smidge. You can keep going, you can put heaps more on. Build it up, build it up, build it up. Make it as shiny as you like. One of the things with Natasha Denona shimmers is that they're quite forgiving on a textured lid. So just sweepy, sweepy, sweepy again in the crease there to make sure there's no lines. No obvious ones anyway. Look at that. Nice. I like it. What are my lips doing? Behaving? Yes. Good. All right, now that's pretty much it. I'm going to put some mascara on, more mascara on, and lashes. Mac Stack, my favourite. Now, if you're a bit weird about putting mascara on, just hold the brush near your lashes and blink a lot. And you can hold the brush a little bit further away from your eye then, and you don't feel like you're going to stab yourself. There's that hair again. This, I like to try and get it right on the root if I can, as much as, and right to the tip, because, you know, I don't have a lot of lash volume. And one thing I'll say about this mascara, particularly this mascara, is you can layer it up and layer it up and layer it up, and it doesn't go chunky. And the lashes stay there. It has like two sides to the wand as well, so you can do the combing of the lower lashes just to get a bit of colour on them. Sometimes I don't even worry about the lower lash line. I hope that's not too chunky. Anyway, we're getting there. Right, so now I'm going to put the lashes on. Get ready, folks, and I'm going to use a glue. Now, I've chosen quite a full, fluffy lash, but I do like an invisible lash band. And I've got this little tweezer tool thing from Ardell to do it with. So just bear with me while I get the glue on. I'm just using Ardell Lash Grip. Now it goes on white. I'll show you in a sec. I've been known to use too much lash glue and made my eyes stick together. Right, so that's about, it's probably a little too much, but whatever. So you want the thicker or the longer lashes to go on the outside, okay? I may even abandon the tool and just use my fingers. Now, why am I waving that? Well, I want the glue to get a bit tacky before I attach it to the lash line. You'll notice I didn't put on any extra eyeliner, and that's because I'm wearing these, but I've done that deeper colour on the outside deliberately for that reason, to not have to worry about it. Now just bear with me while I do this process, because this is tricky at times. Okay, so you can see it looks really messy there, doesn't it? But the glue will dry clear. This happens because I have a round eye. Okay, I will come back to that momentarily. I will attempt to do the other eye now. If the glue is looking too chunky, you can always cover it with eyeliner once it's dry, or go back in with your detail powder shadow brush and just put a bit more colour on. And then, like I always advise, using a lash adhesive that dries clear anyway, You can get ones that are black. I don't really like them. I think they're quite messy. All right, so that's kind of on there. Let's go back and fix up. I'm going to grab my mirror and have a look at what needs to be done here. It's easier putting them on another person, I can tell you that. Because you can get their eye positioned the way you want it with your own eyes, especially these round eyes. Rightio, we're getting there now. I didn't use as much glue on this side, and that is much better. So this is like this little mirror I've got here. I think it's a 5X and it's dual-sided, and you can flip it about, and it's good for this sort of process. I wouldn't advise it to use that to do all your makeup with, because you'll find everything's wrong that you've done, and that's not true. But for this sort of fine detailing, putting on lashes, that sort of thing, eyeliner maybe, it's useful. I got it at Kmart, I think it was $4. Okay. My lower lash line is doing something funny, so I've got this little tool. It's a little lash comb. Right, that glue is starting to go off now. And you can see it's starting to disappear. So what I'm doing now is I'm pushing my own lashes with my fingertip, my fingernail actually, onto that lash band from underneath. This is why I didn't put eyeliner on beforehand. Right, definitely opening up now, definitely drying. Sitting up nice and fluffy, which is what I want. Clearly not an everyday look. Not even for a dramatic makeup lover like me. I don't wear lashes every day. I couldn't be bothered, frankly. But I love them. When I wear them, I always feel a little bit more special. See, well, we're really drying now. See that flutteriness? Yep, that's what we wanted. So that was really long, and I hope it wasn't too tedious for you. I will probably not go back in with any more eyeliner, but all I will do is just make sure that my lashes are sitting in there properly, and sometimes the best tool to use is the shadow brush, because then you're not taking off any product. You might even be putting a little bit more on, which could be useful. So just a quick check of the whole face. Oh look, I've got smudge lipstick. Fancy that. Ooh ah. Red lipstick, dude. That's what you get, man, for putting on the red lipstick. And then touching your face. Normally I do my eye makeup first, but I didn't want to do the whole makeup thing in front of the camera because it would take hours Hours for you to watch, hours for me to edit, so this is way long enough anyway. Let's just fluff them up a bit more. These brows always drop down on this side. Right, quick overall check. Happy? Yes, yes, yes. What am I going to do now? I'm going to spray some more MAC. Oh, it's lovely. So fresh. There you have it, folks. Happy Valentine's Day coming up. Don't think I'll be doing much on Valentine's Day, but yeah, if you are, have a great time and go crazy with your makeup, enjoy it, do whatever you feel like doing. Don't feel like because you're over 40 or over 50 that you can't do something dramatic, because you can. And it might just be, you know, something to step you out of your comfort zone, make you feel a little bit chameleon-esque. So that's good. Okay, have a lovely day, everyone. See you later. Bye.